Okay, so we'll go to Jamaica. Wait. You have two choices. Remember, you get to choose. So your other option is if the streets were rivers. Not just like floods, but if it was suddenly a river. Like say Classen Avenue was like the Hudson River. How would you get to school?
Swim.
Would you ride a fish?
Ride a fish.
Show me.
Diversity looks a lot of different ways. It really depends on the community that you're in. For District 17, which is largely Black, Latino, about 90% free and reduced lunch, for this school, diversity is about maintaining some of that representation here, even as the community rapidly gentrifies.
I know Star Wars.
Being part of a diverse community isn't always easy. It comes with its challenges. People have to be willing to compromise, have to be willing to listen, not impose their values. So it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of collaboration. If you come here, it won't just be your child who grows, you'll grow too.
This is our kindergarten and first grade corridor. We'll come back here. Some of our learner profiles in Inquirer, Ballard.
It's actually been very difficult for us to hit our target. As you may have seen by this open house that we just had, one family of color.
There are a lot of schools here that are not as diverse, and that's just not reality when you go out into high school or even when you go into the workforce. It's preferential that the school be as diverse as possible.
What animal is this, guys?
A snake.
Yes, Brixley?
I'm gonna call it snake too.
You call it snake too?
Yeah.
It's called king cobra. Everybody say king cobra. It's a very special type of snake.
There's a priority for zone students. So because the demographic of the neighborhood is changing, the financial statuses of the people who live in this neighborhood are changing, that is going to cause the school to change. And we will lose some of the diversity, some of the richness that you see when you walk through the halls today, where you can see, like I said, children from all over the world. If New York City really wants to desegregate their schools, they need to change a lot of their policies to make it easier for those schools that are trying to do it.
It's really important that we don't look at integration or diversity at the school level, but you have to kind of dig a little deeper and look at the classrooms themselves. If you visit my classrooms, you'll see that the upper grade classes are largely Black and Latino, and it's at the lower grades, pre-K, K, that you see more of that gentrification happening. When we opened the school 5 years ago, it was about 90% free and reduced lunch, Black and Latino. And here it is just 5 years later, and we're barely holding on to our Title I funding. So that's how quickly the demographics have shifted. I'm happy that there is this 20% priority in place. I don't know that it's going to be enough to sustain a truly integrated and diverse school.
If you don't have a diverse space, how can you learn to love one another? And so it's crucial for me to be here, especially at this juncture in time in our culture.
I think if you're in a school that is comprised of predominantly white, affluent families, you're going to want to protect your constituents who may not feel comfortable with school integration. It's going to take moral courage for you as a school leader to step out and say, I'm going to propose an alternative enrollment procedure for my school that might open doors for students who are different from the students who currently attend here. That's going to rub some parents the wrong way. You have to know that this is the kind of community you want to be a part of.